The object was discovered by the Canada-France-Hawaii telescope. The information isn't publicly available yet. It's real weird. That's how science works nowadays. It's real weird. Brown this week tweeted that another Kuiper Belt object named UO3 L91 has been discovered, providing further evidence of Planet Nine's existence, and that UO3L91 is exactly where Planet Nine says it should be.
My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer.
Scientists discover most planety, Planet X, in the solar system.
We are giving you all the evidence. Can your heart stand the shocking facts about
Planet Nine. Ladies and gentlemen, we're over at the internet publication Tech Radar, enduring their clumsy, cluttering ads so we can learn more about Planet Nine. And here's the deal. We have more evidence. There's a hidden planet in our solar system. And it's huge. How big? Anywhere between the size of Neptune to the size of 8 Jupiters. And you may say, well, hey, if it's that big, how come they can't find it? Well, obviously, it's really far away. And it's colder than vanilla ice. And anyone who knows anything about ices knows that vanilla ice is the illiest and the chilliest of all the ices. Alright, so stop, collaborate, and listen. There's a new planet in our solar system. Its gravity grabs a hold of me tightly. I flow like a heartbeat daily and nightly. Alright, okay though. The story is by Farha Khan. It was written 3 days ago. And she's reminding us that although we have more evidence, we have a giant unknown planet in our solar system that we haven't actually found it yet. Asterisk. Because a lot of times, like whether it be the weather vortices on Venus, or crazy auroras on Jupiter, or just whatever, NASA may wait 5 to 10 years before they tell us what they found. That's how science works nowadays. It's real weird. It's real weird. A good science finding is like a nut. Scientist then tries to keep that nut squirreled away so nobody else can touch or smell or see its science, so he doesn't lose his grant money or is proven a fool and a failure on his theory before it even comes out. I don't know, science is all screwed up. Everything's really screwed up these days, you know what I'm saying? While it may seem extremely odd that there's a giant planet in our solar system that we haven't actually seen or found yet, scientists are claiming there's now more evidence that proves its existence. In recap, about a year or two ago, Scott Shepard Trujillo found 13 object orbits, including perennial badass Sedna and BP-113, and said that their orbits, all meeting on our ecliptic, indicate there is a giant massive planet out there somewhere. And the Pluto killer himself, Mikey Brown, came in and was like, "Let me steal your thunder. You were wrong. It's not 13 orbits. It's only 6. But you were right. There is a giant, new to us, planet in our solar system. Now let's all work as a team, Earthlings. Find this thing." You see, earlier this year, astronomers found evidence that a so-called Planet 9 exists in our solar system, suggesting it may be almost 10 times the size of Earth, sitting far beyond Pluto and past the Kuiper Belt between 20 billion and 100 billion miles away. This would mean that it only orbits the sun once every 10,000 to 20,000 years, and is likely why we haven't been able to actually find it yet. Asterisk. They may have found us. If they did, they're not going to tell us right away. The scientists, including Professor Michael Brown, have instead been studying objects in the Kuiper Belt and found 6 behaving in such a way that suggests some other large object, like the theorized Planet 9, could be influencing their orbits. Alright, now this is where the story gets interesting. Planet Search. Brown this week tweeted that another Kuiper Belt object named UO3 L91 has been discovered, providing further evidence of Planet Nine's existence. He explained that the planet is expected to be oriented oppositely to these objects, and that UO3L91 is exactly where Planet 9 says it should be, and that UO3L91 is exactly where Planet 9 says it should be. Okay, so the Canadian, Hawaiian, Francian telescope sits on the top of that giant mountain in Hawaii. Found it in its version of the all sky search, apparently. Looked it up in NASA's JPL database, but it's not there yet. In response to questions, he also added that the discovery of UO3L91 should help scientists narrow down the location of the planet. The object was discovered by the Canada-France-Hawaii telescope, which is conducting the Outer Solar System Origin Survey, or SOSOS. Well, there's a hint for you. And the image of the orbiting path of UO3L91 was presented at the SETI Institute earlier this month. Further discoveries from the SOSOS, which is looking at other objects in the Kuiper Belt, will help researchers test the theory of Planet 9. However, the information isn't publicly available yet. So say what you want to say, people. I'm just reading you the information that's been made publicly available. And we know that's not always everything we will get from our glorious and grand government. Yeah, see? Sweet. There's a note here. Meanwhile, the Hubble telescope has spotted the farthest galaxy ever seen. Like, yeah, dude, is shit really far away? Then it's not really that interesting. It's my opiniones. I could be wrong. I make kid Michael Brown a lot, but the kid has cojones, and he's very good at what he does. So he's okay in my book. I just like to make fun of him. Yeah, you gotta have some fun. He's got a big ego, he can take it. Alright, let's check out what Mike Brown is saying now. Hey, Planet 9 fans, a new eccentric Kuiper Belt object was discovered, and it is exactly where Planet 9 says it should be. Okay, first of all, this tweet implies that Mike Brown has been talking to planets, which is either fascinating or scary, or both. Man, what type of witchcraft do they hand out at Caltech? First Jack Parsons, and now we got a planet talker? I guess that's cool. See this little green liney thing? That is Sedna. Sedna has like a 12,000 year orbit. Sedna's a total absolute badass. So, Planet 9, you owe 3L91 asterisk, we don't know yet. That thing's got an amazingly long orbit, 10,000 to 20,000 years. Which begs the question, how big is it? When did you see it? How many astronomical units out is it? And what is the closest it comes to the sun? And could public people go to these really cool SETI talks? Mike Brown doubles down. I haven't done the statistics yet, but I suspect this takes the probability of this being a statistical fluke down to 0.001% or so. Planet 9, by the way, is oriented oppositely to these objects. So it's to the right and way up off the plot. Mark Brown is saying this helps to narrow the orbital uncertainty. Discovery date, was this in the last few days? Or was it the one from some weeks ago? Mark Brown says, I don't know. They haven't yet publicly released the details. Sounds like he knows. He ain't gonna say. Those Caltechers are loyal to high command, I hear. Alright. Specialty cocktail for the Planet 9 talk. Sorry, Pluto. Not sorry. Adios, Pluto. Crafted by the team of the James Webb Space Telescope. One bottle can be yours for only $25 million. Sure, that sounds expensive. They had every James Webb Space Telescope scientist that ever worked on that thing autograph it. And of course, you can't have an astronomy dinner without solid gold forks. I should sign up for his astronomy class. Where in the world is Planet 9? Hint, look here. Find Planet 9. Alright, so that's cool. So I'll keep covering the story. It's fascinating. It's interesting. And it's real. This is real science, bitches. I know all you Planet X haters are mad at Planet 19er. But I just thought that, you know, I don't know, I think it's a cool story. Sweet. God bless everybody. Stay cool.
What is a planet?